The people have spoken. So I'm recording this from my cell phone, and I have never done that before, and this is probably going to be shaky and horrible, and I apologize in case that is true. But yeah, boy, do I love democracy. I especially love democracy when it turns out the way I want it to turn out, because everybody voted for our next road trip destination, and they voted for the thing I hope they would vote for, and they did. I mean, some of the other stuff on the list is really cool too, and we should definitely see it sooner or later. But today, amazing Twisty road, and I'm hyper. We actually just stopped on a traffic light, and I want to see if the IGO, yes, a 1 liter 3-cylinder 3 horsepower car can do a wheel spin. Yeah, did you see that? The beast of an IGO. Yeah, anyways, as always, when it's time for a road trip, I'm a bit hyper. So right now I'm in the IGO, driving to the garage, to the MR2. We're gonna get there, we're gonna fire it up, and we're gonna go on a road trip. This is usually one of my favorite moments of the day. Now, the garage is an absolute mess. I'm ashamed to admit it. Mess, mess, mess everywhere. And all I'm doing is I'm just removing things out of the way, doing the bare minimum, because I just want to drive. I want to use whatever's left of this year, of the nice weather, before the snow and all the horrible stuff comes and the MR2 goes to hibernate. I want to use all of that time to just drive, and I will tidy this up later. The first ever poop on the MR2. Be warned, pigeon. You will be found, and you will pay. So yeah, actually, the cap is gone. I'm wearing this now, and that's because my letting my hair grow out has turned out to be a massive failure. It's not coming any longer, it's just becoming messier, and all I'm doing is finding more advanced ways of hiding the horror. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. This isn't a hair fashion channel. Let's start the MR2 and let's head out. And we're on our way. Before that, as usual, there's a little tunnel. This video, as you can see, is called Road Hunting, and it's called episode 1 of whatever road hunting is gonna be. And what I want to do is I want to obviously hunt for roads, for good fun roads, but I also want to have some fun along the way, some road trip stuff, some, you know, just random, interesting, entertaining, enjoyable stuff. And today I want to show you something. I want to show you Bosnian coffee. Wait a second. Toll booth. Yeah, accelerating out of the toll booth like a vandal. This time around, actually, I do not have a car ahead of me to signal for oncoming traffic like we did in my E46 versus MR2 video. It's just me today, so we will
will keep things down just a bit. But it's a really nice road. Actually, what I was talking about, Bosnian coffee. I'm gonna show you Bosnian coffee because it's interesting. And for you, most of the people in the world that are drinking filtered coffee for all of their life, Bosnian coffee isn't filtered at all. It's very different. It's an experience when you drink it for the first time. Many Americans have described it as quote-unquote road runoff, whatever that is. Some of my American friends really hated it. But yeah, when you get used to it, it's really nice, it's really good. I'm going to show it today. We're going to find some random place along the way. We're going to sit, we're going to drink that coffee, and I'm going to talk about it a bit because it's interesting. Also, where are we actually going? So right now we just got out of the city of Sarajevo, the capital of Bosnia, and we are going here. So it's a tiny little mountain with a tiny little skiing place. Right now it isn't winter, it's October, so there's no snow yet, and we're gonna enjoy the beautiful dry roads. The weather is also really nice. So yeah, let's head on the way. So this is 5th gear. We are at around 90 kilometers per hour, just under 3,000 RPM, and watch this. Let go now because there's a big curve coming, and this entire highway is just curves. When I was building this car, I did expect some, nice performance up to 100, 120 kilometers per hour. I definitely didn't expect this car to be capable on the highways in 5th gear, even in 4th gear. I mean, it's a small 1.6 liter naturally aspirated engine. I did do some mild tuning, and right now it's even running on carburetors, which should be obsolete compared to fuel injection. But on highways, honestly, this is a really impressive car for what it is. I mean, yeah, it's not supercar performance if you expected that, or somewhere else. But for what it is, I'm really, really impressed because it's really a joy to drive it on the highway, and it could use actually a 6th gear. It will be even a more fun, cruiser. You can relax even more. But even with the 5 gears it has, honestly, I really didn't expect this, and it's a really nice surprise.
Leb deinen Traum, denn wird wahr. Geh deinen Weg, stelle dich der Gefahr.
Als ihr hören kann, das war das Lied, ich glaube, aus die erste Staffel von Digimon. Das war eigentlich meine Kindheit. Ich habe sehr viel auf RTL 2 Digimon, Pokémon geschaut, und keiner glaubt mir das, aber ich habe Deutsch gelernt, weil ich ferngeguckt habe. Ich habe niemals in Deutschland gelebt, ich habe keine deutschen Bücher gelesen, auf keinen Kurs gegangen und so. Nur ferngeguckt, Pokémon, Digimon, Dragon Ball, und das, als ich ein Kind war, und so habe ich Deutsch gelernt. Ja. See, once you get off the highway and out of the major cities, Bosnia is still mostly a rural country. and many people, by modern standards, live pretty simple lives. So if you want to get out of the hustle and bustle of big city, driving to Bosnia can actually be really nice and relaxing because you do get to see a lot of nature, you know, and you do get a change of pace from what most of Europe really is. So if you're into nature, if you're into hiking, if you're into mountain climbing, if you're into mountain biking, we've got plenty of that. So if you want to see something a little bit different in Europe, come and visit. that was really fun. I'm glad I got to see this road again. Unfortunately, a bit more traffic than I remember. If I ever do it again, I would come here, you know, spend the night and then hit it at like 5 a.m. in the morning when there isn't as much as traffic, because some of the curves of this road are really amazing. But nevertheless, I'm glad I got to see it again. The whole ambiance of the road, the colors of the autumn slowly creeping into the nature. It's really something special. I really enjoy driving it. If you're ever in the area, don't miss this road. It's really fun. So yeah, next up, coffee time. Okay guys, we are on site and here we have a typical Bosnian coffee. Now, it's not really 100% typical. This thing would usually be a Turkish delight instead of a little biscuit. And the whole thing is, if you do some research, it's kind of similar to Turkish coffee. And that's no coincidence, because Bosnia was a part of the Ottoman Empire for 5 centuries, so there's no surprise there. And as I told you, some of my American friends call this quote-unquote road runoff, coffee flavored mortar, that horrible thing, and other nicknames. And I'll be honest with you, I sympathize with that. I sympathize with that because when you've been drinking this coffee for your whole life and you taste filtered coffee, that's my side of the story, it tastes like a lot of water, just water, and somebody spit in a tiny little bit of coffee in it. And that's because this coffee is very different. How do you make this coffee? Well, there's absolutely no filtering process involved in Bosnian coffee. You basically get a couple of spoons of coffee, put it in a pot, and pour some boiling water over it. That's the simplified process, and there is no exact measure. People eyeball it. Some people like it stronger, some people like it milder, but basically you're drinking straight coffee. There's zero filtering. And as you can see, the sugar, the little sugar cube, that's always a cube. There is no sugar, you know, in sort of powder form or granulated or whatever. It's always a cube. So let's pour this thing. Now, if you look carefully, I don't know if the phone can do it, at the bottom there's the road runoff, and this is what actually confuses people, this sort of strong taste. Now, many people use the names Turkish and Bosnian coffee, you know, like it's a synonymous thing. It's not. I have tried Turkish coffee, and that thing is a bit scary. This is a bit milder, a bit nicer. You do experience more, you know, of the coffee taste. In my opinion, the Turkish stuff is really strong. So once the cube is in, you mix it up a bit, you know, to distribute the sugar, and then you drink it. And this one's pretty decent. Now, if you do come to Bosnia, definitely don't miss drinking some Bosnian coffee. It might be a bit of a shock if you've been drinking filtered coffee your whole life, but if you do get used to it, if you do give it a chance, it's actually pretty nice and pretty tasty when it's made the way it should be. And when you get a little Turkish delight, like I didn't get, it's even nicer. You drink some coffee, then take a bit of Turkish delight, and it's a bit of a, you know, a real Bosnian experience actually. Okay guys, so I'm gonna keep enjoying my road runoff, and that will be pretty much it for today. The road was fun, the journey was fun. The driving season is slowly coming to an end, and I will try to squeeze in one more road trip into this whole arrangement, and there will be more boating, and we will try to see some more amazing places in Bosnia. So I also want to apologize for the whole cell phone recording thing. I'm really new to this. The camera is good, but I kind of suck at, you know, looking at the camera, and I'm doing this and I'm doing this, and I'm gonna improve, I promise. So that's it for today. I hope you like this one. I hope you enjoy it. And as always, I'll be seeing you soon on the D4A channel.